So now the shoulder comes into play. All right, so we're moving through the body or our chain of power all the way to, which will eventually go to the ground. But for this video, we're going to eventually end up at the hip. So if we're looking at the shoulder, again, a joint. So joint focused system is what we have here. All right, so if my elbow is hitting, then my shoulder will then support that movement. All right, so if my shoulder moves forward, so does my elbow. Right, so I'm now adding larger muscle groups. You know, it's not delts. The delts will help with the movement, but you're not using the shoulder muscles to make the strike. Right, we've got larger muscle groups to help with that. This will help keep the arm in position and help move it, but we're not hitting with the shoulder. But the shoulder is part of a larger chain, which will help deliver that greater power. All right. Now, what the shoulder allows us to do mainly for our power delivery is something called negative side. Again, it's a Wing Chun thing. All right. So this negative side. So when we're doing this, just a normal chain punch, if you give you kind of a bird's eye view kind of thing. All right. So when we incorporate the shoulders, engage the shoulders into the movement. All right. So the negative side is that when I'm punching out, I'm actually pulling. All right. So if I pull this shoulder back, this shoulder is just going to naturally go forward. And when the shoulder goes forward, the elbow goes forward, which then helps my sword with its forward projection. Right. And if there's something in front of me stopping, and I'm just pushing, I'm not going to be able to deliver as much power as I could if I'm pulling with the other one, because there's nothing back here stopping this. So this will pull. Right? So the other side pulls, while the other side pushes through. It's kind of like if you grab something and just you pull and push. So if I'm trying to push something and I don't have anything to brace myself on, I might find something that I can then pull to then push. All right. So we start with looking at the elbows, deliver what power we can with the elbows, and then we add the shoulders in with the negative side. All right. All right. Really be careful with this one because you're adding a lot more power right away. All right. Have to make sure everything's aligned because you don't want to be cranking things, over bending and causing injury. So make sure those alignments are there. And now you're using that elbow power, which is engaging the lats. Now you're using the shoulders, which engage your back muscles, which will eventually, you can already see while it's the hips are going to be incorporated. All right. So just really slow, focus on that negative side, delivering through the elbows, and make sure your alignments in the wrist knuckles are there. All right. So every time we do add a new thing on, go back through. All right. Knuckles, wrist, elbows, shoulders, negative side. All right. All together. And then still do the negative side, but then focus on your elbows. Right. Remember elbow power, not hand power. All right. So now focus through my elbows. Look at the wrist compression, projection of knuckle. Make sure I'm stabbing with the knuckle, not hitting with the ball of the fist. All right. Keep going through it, back and forth. Really engrave it into your understanding. And again, this is structurally strong. It allows for the compression, everything. You're really delivering a lot of power, and you've only gotten from wrist to elbow to joint. All right, or sorry, to shoulder.